Todd Ferguson with the Reason Files. Back in September, Robert had a conversation with Pastor Tim Delello, that is Jeff Utzler's pastor in Ohio. Tim and Robert had a conversation. I did get to listen to the conversation. Robert doesn't wish for the content to be released. However, I'm free to talk about it. Tim did make inquiries to the Reason Files, asking questions like, was there any allegations of gambling or drinking on the part of Jeff Utzler or Ben the Baptist or any of the other fellows that went in the casinos looking for information on Romero or to dig up dirt on Adam Fannin. Certainly interesting that Tim Delello would make these kind of inquiries. By the line of questions that Tim Delello was asking, certainly would make someone wonder. Also, when Jeff got eerily quiet when the Reason Files named Kyle Ward Chambers as the third person who was keeping him and Ben the Baptist accountable in the casino bar, Ben the Baptist started removing content and videos that featured Jeff Utzler. Also, Ben was deleting comments that he had made on Theodore's channel and made a feeble attempt to distance himself from NIFB child molester Kyle Ward Chambers. Ben went as far as calling Anderson a liar, saying there never was a third person. A quick reminder on what Jeff Utzler told the Reason Files.
There's no detail. The details we went in, Pastor Anderson already addressed it on his program. What he said is what happened.
Apparently, Ben and Jeff may have had a falling out. Also, with Ben coming out, making a video about Cameron Giovanelli and naming Bob Gray and all these other people, but yet he refuses to come out and address Kyle Ward Chambers, his former soul-winning partner. Also, looking at the bigger picture, Stephen L. Anderson has also failed to come out and address the issue of Kyle Ward Chambers. About 9 months ago, Stephen Anderson and Tommy McMurtry had a conversation on how the new IFB deals with child molesters. Let's take a listen.
But, you know, if they're going to drag the name of Christ in the mud and drag the Baptist name in the mud, and specifically the Independent Fundamental Baptist name through the mud, we have to make it clear, hey, we're not that kind of Baptist. If you're a pedophile in our churches and we find out, you're going to the police, your name's mud, we will destroy you. And you know
Absolutely.
what? Hey, we had a preacher friend of ours who was, you know, going out and you know, going to casinos, using the church's money, visiting prostitutes. Hey, we publicly exposed him and condemned him. We refuse to sweep anything under the rug. The old IFB wants to be like the Roman Catholic Church and hide all this stuff. Hey, we're putting it all out in the open.
Your name is mud. We're putting this all out in the open. Right. The only thing that the new IFB has did is the same thing the old IFB did. They're sweeping it under the rug. Anderson is not addressing the issue. And from all appearance, it would seem like that Anderson's henchmen are controlling his tongue. Also, questions lingering in the mind of Ben the Baptist and Stephen Anderson. Has the Reason Files acquired an interview with Kyle Ward Chambers? Moving forward, the Reason Files would like to give Ballard a shout out for calling Jonathan Shelley as he sees him, a wolf. Shelley, yet another dismal failure for Stephen Anderson and the new IFB. Also, Jonathan Shelley and his housing issues will be addressed in a future video. If you remember, there's still $70,000 owed to a contractor that Shelley walked away from. Reason files out.